so I guess it's like, okay, we had these like punk and that's great, but like I want to kind of talk a little bit more about the cultural impact of Flavor of Love.
Yeah, let's get into Flavor of Love.
Let's do it.
I think that, you know,
Clocks and
Flavor of
spitting
Love.
and
No, let's back up.
pooping
Flavor
and-
of Love is an iconic human. He wears a cloth
Flavor
him.
Flav.
And
I
he goes,
love him.
Flavor
around
Flav.
his
Love him
neck.
to death.
And it's not little. It's like this
He's a
big.
professional hype man, which
Yes,
is the
he is.
coolest job in the world and kind of my dream job. As a little girl, I didn't realize that was a job that you could have. And I was like, this
Isn't
is
he a
incredible.
rapper?
Well, but also he was like a hype man.
He's like the world's greatest hype
He's
man.
the world's
That's like his
greatest hype
thing.
man. Literally the world's greatest hype man. That is the coolest job you could ever have. So yeah, I want him to find love. So we bring all these girls on. He immediately gives all of them a nickname whenever he meets them, which is the funniest thing in the world.
He's like, I'm gonna call you
like,
this.
yeah, you're just like, oh, okay. Like you're like, it looks like you play basketball hoops. And then, you know, I don't even know why he named one of them Pumpkin.
It's
Oh,
not.
like-
It's not.
it
It's not
doesn't actually-
explained.
it's not
It's not
explained.
explained.
It's not
Some of
explained.
them are not
Wearing a sweater and it was
explained.
And
fall?
yeah, so this show, like, I don't know what this show did something to me. It got into my DNA, it got into my bones, it got into my system in a way that was just like, and it was the first time we ever saw something like this. The first time we saw a dating reality TV show.
Wait, featuring a celebrity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
think, I think
like
so.
invented
yeah.
like a dating
Flavor of
show for
Love?
celebrity. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Which
to me.
is so
Was Flavor of
cool.
Love the first one? Yeah, because it was
And I
before the
love-
Rock one.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
obsessed that they chose Flavor Flav. Like they could have chosen like, oh, you know what I mean?
Well,
Oh,
like,
it was The
it was a
Bachelor.
spinoff.
It was a spinoff of The Bachelor.
It was a spinoff of Strange Love. So what happened was Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen were on Just Real Life on
It's
VH1.
Real Life.
Yes.
That's what it
Then
was.
they got a spinoff called Strange Love, and then they broke up.
And
And,
then,
that's
yes.
how Flavor Flav wound up
which
getting
is
a spinoff.
incredible. And all
Yeah.
of this because of VH1's incredible programming. It doesn't get more explosive and outrageous than somebody on live TV.
Yes.
Like you,
Let's
it's
break
like,
that down.
period.
Let's break
it's
that
over.
down.
That is the realest moment I've ever seen in my life. It's just a real person. She had to go poop and she wasn't allowed and she pooped on there in the show and they got that. And like, I feel like that's me. I saw myself in that and I was like, wow.
And VH1 literally created a viral moment. Like
First viral moment.
Like also, a lot of shows might have been like, man, we're not going to air that. We're not going to air her walking up the stairs and a piece of poo falling
But
out.
VH1
but VH1 did because that's authentic. They're
said-
like, this is the dark side of reality TV.
Yeah.
This is a viral clip.
Who
And
among us hasn't had to poop when trying to find love?
what is your TikTok feed these
Yo.
days if not people
Pooping their
shitting
pants.
themselves? This literally
Listen.
paved the way. The first viral moment, VH1 created that. It's the
VH1
most important
brought us
thing.
that.
It's the
Flavor of
most
Love.
important moment of the 90s.
Most important moment of the 2000s.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
2000, you're right,
I'll give it
2000.
to you. The poop moment stayed with me forever and ever. I still think about it
Very
today.
memorable.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
memorable.
Thank
I'm in
you.
traffic. I think about it. It
We can
comes
turn
up
the
for
cameras
me.
off now.
Okay.
Thank you.
However, that wouldn't have existed if Real World, Road Rules, Next, the bus thing, Made, True Life, if all those shows hadn't happened beforehand.
How about this? The Real World on MTV invented the confessional. Something on Flavor of Love would not have even been able to tell us the story of the poop falling out of her ass cheeks had there
Wow.
not been a confessional invented
think
by MTV.
You're giving MTV too much credit. If she didn't
Because
have
they deserve
a
it.
parfait that morning, it wouldn't have happened.
And also,
okay,
she
let's make the parfait.
Except that she didn't even talk about it. The poop just came out and then she left.
She has a dairy intolerance.
No, somebody else talked about it. Somebody else talked about
We
it.
don't remember her talking about it. All we remember is seeing it.
No, we didn't see it. We didn't see it. It
Doesn't
was talked
matter.
about
You're
later.
You're making it.
I
It doesn't
can
matter.
quote her saying it just slipped out. I have it on DVD. Like she literally said it.
That's our point.
Yeah,
that's our point right
you're
there.
trying to say MTV
you have it on DVD.
You're trying to say MTV created people talking about what happened. Oh no, go back.
No,
to,
you're not listening carefully. I said
cavemen.
MTV invented confessionals. People can talk to cameras however they want.
Cavemen
However,
were doing that.
style of interview was invented by MTV,
No,
and we
okay,
would not
okay.
have that in our future reality shows.
Do we need to take a pause? Do we need to take a pause?
We need to take a
Cavemen
pause. This
were
is getting...
Cavemen
No, I'm
were
just
doing
black
that
and
around the
loud.
fireplace.
I'm not even passionate. I'm just black and loud, y'all. Relax. Y'all relax. I'm good.
Yeah, I get passionate.
No,
Exactly.
Are you,
we see each other.
I'm
Like, we
are
see
you
each
okay?
other. Like,
I'm always okay.
I'm always okay.
If I'm not talking like this, I'm not okay. That's the if I'm,
That.
Yes.
We'll give you the poop moment. Maybe
I
not.
so hear you. I love Flavor Flav. I love Flavor of Love. However, does Flavor of Love have the same impact and staying power as one Miss Jersey Shore?
Yeah, I mean, hello.
Because
They're still
does.
around.
To me, it
Jersey
does. I
Shore is
never
like
watched
still
Jersey
on
Shore.
the air today.
Never watched it.
Like it's
I
been
got
on
the
so
vibe.
long that Sammy was able to take a break, get a new man, start a business, and then
Yeah.
wake up and decide, I'll
I
be
feel
in the
like-
same
but
room
that
with Ron
doesn't
again.
mean
The
I
poop
saw
moment meant
Snooki
something
one
to you.
time.
You
I
What was
saw
that
her.
like?
It was like we were walking on the same block in New York, and I was like,
Hey, Snooks.
Well, I'll say this. Okay, so Jersey Shore,
Looked
how many
incredible.
seasons? Like a million?
12?
Okay, but
More than 12
So
at
that's
this
what I'm
point.
saying. Like, okay, great, you had 12 seasons, but still, Flavor of Love holds so much more power. And there was only, what, 1 or 2 seasons?
There were 3.
3 seasons? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it still is like, that's why it's so much more
No,
powerful.
it got canceled. That's a
No.
bad thing.
No, it did get canceled.
canceled.
Because
I
the
know
third
that
season was
thing.
not
we need to
good.
fact check that. I don't know about
I don't
that.
think it got
No,
we
it
need to fact check.
100%.
I feel like Jersey Shore was more impactful. I mean, you have like these 7, 8 strangers that move into this summer house in Jersey.
Guido's
and
tan. Love it.
And the cameras just said, go. We watched them go to work behind the house at the t-shirt shop. We watched them fall in love,
God.
fall out of love,
Fall
destroy
on
a
the
home.
beach.
Yeah. And I mean, it also produced multiple spinoffs the same way that Flavor of Love did. We had like the
Rock
Snooki
of
and JWoww
Love.
moment. And we had like Vinny had his own show at one
Oh.
point. Pauly D had
You know
his own
what?
show
Those
at one point.
at that time, VH1 and MTV were like back to back.
I
That's when
agree.
they were
Yeah.
like both just producing gold, but like MTV kind of started it. The Real World was really the root of it all. Like
You said
you
it.
have to agree with that.
Yeah,
It
well, I
was
mean,
the root of
I mean,
it.
MTV started first. A lot of
Yeah.
the things that VH1 did was based on MTV, but we feel like VH1 did them better in a more real, authentic way.
I think The Real World is a cool name for a show.
Yeah, I think that's valid.
So,
Okay.
I'll give you that. But was it real? I don't know.
And Flavor of Love was?
Yeah.
Okay, and then can I move on to this? Also, after all this stuff, then we started talking head shows in a whole new direction. Talk about Girl Code.
Get into it.
Girl Code. It shaped like women getting to be funny, women getting to talk about subject matters that we really weren't talking about that before, like sex and like periods and stuff like that. Like we got to be that, and then Guy Code. I mean, all those people on both of those shows are still working.
Always providing
Me
value
included.
to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying?
And
That
younger
goes
people.
beyond the music.
But I hate to bring it up. Like, it's music TV. Like, what are we doing?
What are we
We
doing?
still talk
Well,
about-
it can't be 24 hours music.
Yeah.
We gotta have a little breaky break.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this. I'll say this. Yeah, it's music TV, and like, okay, so you might say, oh, it's music TV, but like Flavor Flav is like a rapper. Like, so it's like that's still, but it's like
Paralleled?
it's like weird. It's like we were doing stuff that was like, okay, let's get a rock star and let's have him show his love story. Whereas MTV was like, how about these like random teens? And it's
No,
like,
but it wasn't
okay,
random teens. Music is made from life, and life is like the
That's not
zeitgeist.
true always.
What do you mean?
Some music isn't made from life.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not know VH1 was still a channel.
That's fine.
I haven't seen anything on VH1 for a while, and not that MTV is like crushing with stuff, but you know,
They're not.
Werewolf, they still did that.
What, Teen Wolf?
Pretty
show?
sure
Teen Wolf,
MTV is just
Jersey
like
Shore is still on.
MTV is just a million episodes of
Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
But you know what? Ridiculousness is important.
And you know what? Back in the day, Rob Dyrdek actually made great TV shows. Like before we got to Ridiculousness, Rob and Big, God
And you
rest
know
his
what?
soul.
They
They're
stayed
excellent shows.
they stayed relevant. Like Catfish is very important to our life. You know what I mean? Like nobody was talking about that before. They still are on.
Sure. I
I
feel like
think-
that's interesting.
I think for
Yeah.
me, MTV has had impact and staying power. And I feel like VH1 only has one of those, unfortunately. Overall,
What do you think it is?
I think that VH1 is lacking the longevity. Because although they still put out their reality TV shows, they still show a little music here or there. I don't think we're really checking for it.
I
Isn't
would
it-
say MTV and VH1 are the same now.
How so?
actually. They're just both doing the same thing. Where
No.
they're just kind of like, it's like nobody's.
They're trying to be relevant.
Yeah.
They're trying to
so
stay
I
relevant.
think that's weird to say that VH1 doesn't, like, MTV doesn't have any.
Well, we
like,
still have the
longevity.
VMAs. The VMAs are still very important.
When
Things
I-
are still happening.
Yeah, like when I think about
VMAs.
longevity, I think about like the VMAs. I think
Yeah.
about Jersey Shore. I think about like the things that still keep them. Like,
Sure,
in
I
the
think
no
And
one-
conversation.
VH1 is just playing a lot of like how Stella got her groove back, like back
Which
to
is
back.
an amazing movie.
It's a good movie.
Like Love and
Crazy
Hip Hop.
to say. Let's
Well,
just go ahead and
yeah.
summarize our points here. Here's what we're saying. VH1 is real. VH1 is
Raw.
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 And it's actual like longevity careers of musicians. It's actually talking about music, unlike MTV. The majority
Okay.
of MTV is talking about, God, I don't even know what.
They just want, again, they just want the clickbait. They want to
Clickbait.
get ya. They want to get ya.
And VH1 is showing people of all ages, a lot of diversity there.
And they're
okay,
saying, it doesn't
okay.
matter how old you
Doesn't
are.
matter how old you are. And-
You are going to matter to me no matter what. And, you know, you're not washed up.
Uncles matter, aunts matter,
Okay.
cousins matter. All of these people,
Nephews.
VH1.